Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Virgo reading. The new moon will be on the 15th of September, almost a week away, and it will be in conjunction or soon after Mercury, its ruling planet. The ruling planet of Virgo will be stationing direct. So this is a beautiful time to begin to see the revised, refreshed, re-envisioned plans that you've been continuing to work on, mull over, as most of the planets are retrograde at this time. So we're still doing a lot of inner work here. This is a reading I've laid out with the African Tarot. I will clarify with the Guardian of the Nights Tarot, finish off with one of a couple of oracle decks, and I will create an extended reading from this reading. If this resonates for you along the way, please consider liking, sharing this video with others, joining me in the extended, or simply subscribing to my channel. All of those things help me and support me, and I really appreciate them. So, Leo, let's get started with your overall energy. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is about your deep access to self-knowledge that you have gained, are gaining in this life, and that you are connected to through either previous lives or the lives of others, like ancestors, like spirit guides, like figures that you admire and resonate with. Those energies, those allies that understand your purpose in life are fueling you with the commitment to your purpose in this life. You have wisdom, secrets, mysterious information, historical information that contributes to who you are. And who you are is the foundation of your wisdom at this time. So this is really calling on you to listen to your intuition. This is a highly charged time when you are being asked to draw information from your own sense of wisdom and intuition. And because we're in the full moon of the new moon of Virgo, you're going to have lots of opportunities to implement that wisdom in a refreshed, cleared out, decluttered space. So this is really asking you to clean out your space, renew your relationship to discipline, clear away your schedule, and allow yourself to receive the wisdom that can help to guide you forward most productively. In the place where you're bringing with you, where you're coming from, is this desire to move on from current challenges. My sense here is that you're in a chaotic environment. You're in a place where you may not be able to productively contribute to the ideas, to be seen. You may have no voice at all. You may have very little visibility to people that you are working, living with, or sharing space with. And in this card, you really are seeking some peace. You're seeking acceptance of the situation that exists, and you're seeking a resolution in a place where you can implement your ideas, articulate your ideas, and do those things, express those things that are valuable to you. This is a card of moving from to peaceful waters, to a calmer environment. In the position of where you're moving to, the Nine of Wands indicates that you have been working at something for a very long time. There's something you want to achieve, and this is not by any means your first rodeo. You have tried a variety of approaches to something that's important to you, Being wands, fire sign, your element, you are looking for the inspiration to reach a place where your work, your effort is inspired and aligned to who you are. You're aware that you have natural talents that will flow in the right environment, and you're very, very close to reaching a goal that you've worked at for a long time. You've taken a lot of hits along the way. You are damaged, and in that way, I think of this card as a wounded warrior. This is the planet or the asteroid Chiron that mythologically, in a variety of cultures, European, African, that I'm aware of, that learn to become a sage, a wise leader, a teacher in the healing arts as an effort to heal himself. So the expression physician heal thyself really comes from a place of having a wound, having suffered, having experienced pain and disability, and learning how to heal that for oneself and for others. So this is the base of your information, the base of what spurs you on and what inspires you. And only you, Leo, know what's best for you, what that means for you. But it definitely has a lot to do with your stability, security, and safety as an individual body. This is having an impact on your health. In the present, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is showing that indeed you have or are gaining control of yourself. You're learning the limits of what you have power over. And you're understanding that you may not have power in your environment, but you need to be in an environment that allows you to exert your healthy response to situations, to take control of things based on who you are and what you understand to be the right way forward. You have felt eclipsed in some way, or overshadowed by a more dominant energy, and you are emerging from that. You are making efforts or need to make efforts to sever any ties that prevent you from exercising your rights or responsibilities in an equitable way. So this card is about this place of understanding that you can be the change that you want to see in the world. And that change comes from the inside with a clear understanding of what you don't have control over. But what you do have control over is yourself and your response. In the past, the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful because it's indicating that you've been on a healing journey for quite some time. You have allowed love into your life, and you are learning to apply that love to yourself. I see a lot of caretaking energy here. And one of the gifts of the Ace of Cups is this understanding that you deserve all the nurturing, all the attention, all the soothing and love that you give so generously to others. You are learning how to love yourself, and you are learning that it isn't just the things you do. The potions and the powders are not all that it is. It's much deeper than that. And it is about really aligning yourself with the things that are best for you, not allowing yourself to be sidelined by others. And that sense of renewal and regeneration that you have now understood is what allows you to give so generously to others. And in your role as a caretaker, whatever that means for you, you need to prioritize in the way that they always tell us on the airplane. Put your air mask on first before you try to save your children. You can't save anybody if you're not safe. So this is something that you're really trying to internalize deeply and give yourself all the outer signs and practices of nurturance, caring, soothing, and forgiveness. In the future, the Justice card. This is very pointed. It's come up for other fire signs as well, that there is an imbalance that you now have the power to address. There's some way in which you've been overshadowed, overturned, received unfair treatment, out of balance, perhaps experienced oppression or abuse of some sort. But you're now able, as you may not have been in the past, to feel a sense of demand for redress, a cry, an articulation of the imbalance, and an expectation that it will be balanced. You're not asking for this anymore. You're making it happen, because whoever you've been asking is not about to give up their power over you. So you are really understanding that there's a way that you can implement fairness. You can go to court, which this card often speaks about. Nobody wants to go to court, but there is an appropriate time and place for it, and particularly as protection or to ensure your safety and protection, it is an appropriate measure. I feel moved to say that. But overall, it really, whatever this particular injustice is or imbalance is that you are responding to, addressing, is about a larger sense of not being in control of your life. And I see that you are stepping up and handling that, asserting your control in whatever way is necessary. Make the moves, get the help you need. You don't need to know everything. You simply need to seek the counsel that is available to you to get this help, to help you find the compensation, the address, or the balance that you're seeking. I'm going to clarify the Emperor in the present with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. This is something that's coming up over and over for not just fire signs, for a lot of us. The Knight of Cups is really extending this beautiful journey that you've become of self-care, of nurturance, of healing, of forgiveness for yourself and others. And my sense here is that it's much easier for you to forgive others than it is for you to forgive yourself. And that is something you're working on. You're aware of that. You're aware that you have rights. However, you're still battling some kind of, I would call it a romantic illusion that offering love to others may ensure or you expect a like return. And what's missing from that is that you, unless you give yourself, believe yourself to be deserving or worthy of that, give that love to yourself, what you're expecting from others first, it is unlikely to be reflected back to you. So the reciprocity that you may have expected was really more of a giving your power away to others so that they would give that back. And you're understanding the complexity of that and why it is not as it appears. Some of what it appears is as it should be because that's the way we've been conditioned to believe it's supposed to be. However, as you mature, you begin to understand that whatever you receive, whatever success you earned, happiness you gain, it's because you gave it to yourself first. And you aligned yourself with things that felt good to you, not things that you were supposed to be aligned with, not things that you were supposed to be doing. These are things that feel good because they feel good to you. Understanding that you align yourself with those things. If they don't feel good, then they're not for you. So receiving superficial things, even relationships, because they seem to be what you're supposed to want, has not worked out for you. And instead, the things that you're now receiving are the things you've given yourself, the things you've had to learn. You've taken back your power, your understanding, your discernment, and ability to discriminate between things that are for you and things that aren't. And you are building your practice based on that. So positively, this reflects that positive emotional foundation that you are now implementing in your life, that is empowering you to take what's yours and to balance your life accordingly. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards, and encourage you to like, share with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And again, I will be developing an extended reading from this, and the link to that reading will be in the description box below. So I pulled Time to Move On. I love this. I'm also going to pull another card, and the Time to Move On card says, flow with the river, see where it takes you. And I'm going to pull a crystal oracle as well. And I pulled the Divine Temple Crystal, and the key word is source. I'm deeply connected to and an expression of the divine source of the universe. Ashe. Until next time, Leo, Namaste.